Hey guys, so I want to talk inner child healing whilst being in the void. So, or no man's land as I call it. So, childhood healing is something a lot of us are very scared of. We do not want to go back. We don't want to go relive. We do not want any of that coming back to us, but we know we've got to do it. So, yesterday I saw my biological mum's telephone number on my contact list and I reached out. I did. I just sent a quick message saying, "Hey, hope you're okay. Sending lots of love to you." Don't know why I did this, but I knew there was a reason for it. I think it helped her and it helped me. Now, we'll go back to when I was a child. We were led to believe that my biological mum had gave us away to my dad and the stepmom. He he made us believe all this, so did she. And we were told growing up, you're just like your mum. You're this, you're that. There was so much said, it was just disgusting. Anyway, the best one was I've got a scar on my arm. It was the length of my arm as a baby, and I was 18 months old when I got my arm scalded. Now, so trigger warning that. I was led to believe she did it. No, she didn't. Anyway, we'll get to that in a second. So I contacted her yesterday, and I think I was on the phone to her 3 times because the phone kept cutting out. Her phone kept dying. It's the longest conversation I've had with her, and it went really in depth, but it was a conversation about nothing. And then I heard something that my brother had said to her and said, "You're the fault. You're the reason we are like we are." Well, that's not true. Being on my spiritual journey, I found out, we had contracts before we come down to earth. We signed contracts to say we'll go through this life to learn a lesson and learn the blessings and cut like karmic ties so they don't happen again. I've already cutted some already, so I know it's true. So did she, and she knew it as well. And she's where my spiritual gene comes from, that side of the family, not my dad's. She was saying, you'd learn a lot more if you'd have been with me. But I said to her, I wouldn't want to have been with you. If I hadn't gone through 23 years of black and blue abuse, I would not be the person I am today. I wouldn't be the mum I am today. I wouldn't be the wife I am today. And I certainly wouldn't have been the sister I am today. I wouldn't have been the friend I am today. I'd have been someone completely different, someone that probably wouldn't have even known about the stuff that I do now. So I wouldn't have wanted that. So I gave that to her and I said I wouldn't have changed it. We chose this life and she knows this as well. And I said, you chose your path too. You knew your children were going to get taken. I said, we weren't abandoned. You didn't sign us over. You didn't give us up. I said, there was nothing of the sort. What happened was we were taken from you. You were never given that chance to be our mother, but you've been given the chance to be a grandmother. Now do it. Not in a horrible way. She cried, and there was a lot of tears shed from her. My brother had said to her that it's her fault, and I don't believe it is. It wasn't her fault because she would have gave us up a lot sooner, many years sooner, probably 2 years sooner than what we were taken. My dad was a very difficult man. Good dad, but not a good partner. He was actually a fantastic dad, and no one will take that away from me. But he wasn't a good partner. Um, she contacted me again today, and she said it's like a massive relief been lifted from her. But what she doesn't know is a massive relief. Me saying it to her, I was able to believe the words I said because I was old enough and mature enough to realise, that wasn't the case. She didn't do anything. She was out of her control. It wouldn't ended well if it had gone another way. She's fighting her own demons anyway, through what she went through, and I'm obviously still fighting mine. But it was one of the biggest things I had to deal with, and that's going right back to the start. So I'm dreading if the next one is Leslie. But this one, I'm glad I did it because I've got my mum. She's there. She's willing to be involved. She's she's absolutely a strong, amazing woman, and I can't fault her for that. Um, I'd never fault her for that through what she's been through. But I think we're all quick to judge, very quick to judge on things we are being told, whether that be by family, friends, partners, kids. sometimes it's best to take a little while. It takes a little while for us to step back, look at the situation, look at the people's agendas, personalities, and see what clicks. Because if it wasn't for my journey that I am on now, I wouldn't have realised that. So, guys, when they say about childhood healing and going back and dealing with your childhood, do it as best you can. Even if it's not the way they want, do it the way you want. It doesn't have to be ethical, like burning a piece of paper with a load of words on it and letting air take it. If you want to confront that at the root and you contact them, that's up to you. You don't need to do it any other way. Do it your way. We're all meant to be authentic. Keep it that way, guys. Hope that helps someone out there.